Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. We've got Achua. Tari Eason is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, they've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Marcus Smart out there with McDaniels. And it's Huff in at the 4. And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Grant.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Now here's Achua. Outside for Porter. The 3 is up. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
There's so much attention on Jokic there. I mean, he's able to kick it out for a 3.
Pass to Huff. Here's Jenkins. Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Porter. There's the 3. No luck on that one. And Dallas with possession. It's a 3-point game. Outside Achua. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Hartenstein. Down low. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Jenkins. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Smart outside. Here's Jenkins. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just an easy finish for Hartenstein. Talk about high percentage look. Yes, sir.
Jokic against Hartenstein. Back to Eason. Pass to Simons. Jokic up top. 20 feet out. Can't get it to drop. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside McDaniels. Here's Jenkins. Hartenstein a screen. To the middle. And Hartenstein slams it in.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Simons. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Porter, the pass to Simons. Jokic, the screen. Man, Anthony Simons good for 3.
Man, this is why you want Simons on the floor. I mean, he can really stretch it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Eason with the ball. Guarded now by Smart. Simons passes to Porter. Outside Achua. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. There's Simons with a 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Simons got 6.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Jokic. Simons outside. Now here's Eason. Here's Jokic. And again, it's Dallas.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
And here's Hartenstein. And here's Smart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Will it go? He can't hit that time. Good D by Jokic. Jokic with a screen on Smart. Here's Eason. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Jenkins. He's covered by Simons. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Jenkins. Hartenstein with a screen on Simons. Jenkins. Eason pulls it in.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Simons passes to Achua. Tipped. McDaniels against Porter. Here's Hartenstein. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6. And it's Simons with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 3-point lead. Porter a screen. Outside Achua. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now this is where Achua wants to operate. Nice close bucket.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. All right, let's take a quick moment to bring up the shooting guards who have been lighting it up from 3-point range over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Eason. Boy, he's a sniper. 3rd best 3-point shooter in the league.
These long-range shooters almost always have the green light because they're just so accurate.
You don't want to get into a 3-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
And New York has possession. Following the score by Dallas, the dive for the ball, and they get it back. And that one drops. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
On the wing, Simons. He's got 6. Porter from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Jenkins. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Jenkins. Shot clock at 6. Deflected.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achua. Send it back.
New York working the ball around now. McDaniels from long range. Connects from downtown. And that'll tie this game up.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now Simons. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Jokic screen from behind the arc. Simons. That one's good. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, the response from Simons, a streaky 3-point shooter.
Smart outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Smart looking around. Here's Jenkins. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, another miss. He's 0 for 6 in this contest. Jokic finds Simons. Outside Eason. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Now Simons. Hartenstein pulls it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
McDaniels, that's good.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And some changes here for New York. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Alex Caruso in for Jenkins. Caruso against Brogdon. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. New York has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Caruso, pass to Durant. Caruso outside. Pass to Huff. And here's Durant. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Salon. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Johnson passes to Fontecchio. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Caruso. Up top, Durant. Caruso finds Durant. Back to Caruso. Outside McDaniels. From downtown. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. Pass to Brogdon. Durant with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Here's McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Now Brogdon. He's guarded by Caruso. Brogdon against Caruso. To the paint. Here's Conan Niederhauser. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Huff. Now here's Durant. Fires the three. Kept alive. On the wing, Caruso. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Fontecchio with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's the three. And Salon gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Draymond Green comes in for McDaniels. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Huff. And it's Lowry in for Caruso. Edwards, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Porter Jr. comes in for Fontecchio.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Lowry against Brogdon. Three seconds left. Johnson for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Mavericks ahead. And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. We've got Malcolm Brogdon, Simone Fontecchio out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Salon in at the center position.
But you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Pass to Salon. And here's Porter. Fontecchio left side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. The three. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
23.
Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pass to Salon. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Fontecchio. Landale defending. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Rebounded by Green. New York shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Landale. Outside Durant. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And here's Thompson for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And I love the aggressiveness they showed at the start of that game. They were really ready to attack the rim.
You know, typically when you go that hard to the rack, you can make a living at the charity stripe, and that's exactly what happened.
Now here's Green. No points so far. Outside Durant. Back to Green. The kick to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Green. And that's now 9 points for Durant.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Robinson. Marcus Smart comes in for Landale. Jenkins is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Caruso in for Green. And Dallas also making a switch. Jokic is checked in for Fontecchio. And we'll go courtside to hear more about what's going on with Alex Caruso. What's the situation, Allie?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Knicks. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Now here's Porter. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Durant. Jokic, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Durant, pass to Caruso. Smart, outside. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Down low to snap the cold streak. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant. Huff's checked in for New York. Simons is checked in for the Mavericks. And the free throw, no good. More teams are playing 5 out and outdoors. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, B.A., because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a 3-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
Here's Jenkins. He buries it from 3. Jenkins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the wing on the left. Jokic against Hartenstein. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame him.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Jenkins. Smart passes to Huff. Here's Jenkins. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Jenkins after Dallas' three-pointer on the other end. Kicks it out to Smart. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Mavericks trail by 6. Outside Johnson. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Simons. And And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Here's Jenkins. New York working the ball around now. And it's Smart missing. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Porter looks it over. Jokic with a screen on Durant. Porter finds Jokic. Over Hartenstein. And again, it's Dallas.
An efficient shooter like Jokic will always find points. All he needs is the ball.
Pass to Huff. Porter against Durant. From outside the arc. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And it's Simons missing.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Here's Durant, making it look easy inside. Durant.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Simons passes to Jokic. Back to Simons. Jokic screen to the inside. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
The Knicks making a switch here. McDaniels checked in.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
To the middle. The steal. Smart outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Now here's Easton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
No good from outside.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Hartenstein with a screen on Jokic. And Hartenstein slams it in.
One of the best screeners in the game, Isaiah Hartenstein. That defender going to feel that one.
Mavericks trail by 12. Simons passes to Jokic. Releases. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Pass to Jenkins. Now Hartenstein. Outside McDaniels. The three. Buries it from 3. McDaniels got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Out to the wing. Jokic against Hartenstein. Jokic with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Utah.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Here's Jenkins. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Now here's Hartenstein. 11 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Simons. Back to Johnson. Shot to stop the run. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New York Knicks liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
Right around this time, I would find out who my teammates were on the All-Star roster. Sadly, I was unable to play alongside Kenny. Sad for him, not for me.
See, that's unnecessary, Shaq. That is just unnecessary. Who's to say I want to be on your team anyway?
Well, you called me ugly earlier. You called me ugly earlier.
I never called you that.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Knicks.
The ball has energy tonight, Shaq. I mean, they're looking for each other out there. They're finding scorers in their right spots.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo. You guys hear that? Doo-doo.
What's that?
That's the heart of their game, beating strong out there. Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 15. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Huff in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Jenkins. Hartenstein with a screen on Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jenkins. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And it's worth looking at the league's top scorers for the past month. These guys have been on a tear. Fourth, Nikola Jokic.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Here's McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Smart outside. And the 3 off target. Mavericks trail by 13. Outside Eason. Jokic in the post. McDaniels covering. And here's Porter outside. Here's Jokic. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Boy, you know Hartenstein is an excellent passer. You can run your offense through him knowing how unselfish he is.
Now here's Simons. He's got 9. Oh, a special move before that shot. Simons has got 11 points.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Inside, here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Boy, with all the defense and intangibles he provides, to see Hartenstein cooking offensively, this is good work.
Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Here's Jenkins. He's got 9. Hartenstein in the post. Working on Jokic. McDaniels got room. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jenkins' shot is good.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Mavericks trail by 16.
43.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And Jokic throws it down.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
To the inside. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist by McDaniels. 16 points for Isaiah Hartenstein. Outside corner. Back to Simons. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Eason pass to Jokic. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Hartenstein. Smart outside. Jokic against Hartenstein. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Isaiah Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Eason up top. It's stolen by Smart. Left side McDaniels to the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And he lays it up and in. Hartenstein's got 8 points in the quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Smart. Back to Hartenstein. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hartenstein's got 22.
Marcus Smart dishing it well in that instance. We know he is a special defensive player, but how about that pass?
Down low. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, his accuracy from the stripe was pretty impressive in their previous game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly seen some interesting midseason storylines. You take a look at New York. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot.
Well, for the Knicks, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
And so it's Dallas with it, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Here's Jokic, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Dallas shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. New York making a switch here. Durant's checked in.
Find the lanes. One shot.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
Now here's Smart. He has 6. Pass to Jenkins. 4-3. And the Knicks, another 3.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Simons outside. Achua for 3. Jenkins with a rebound.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Huff. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. Smart for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Jenkins misses. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's an 18-point game. Porter the pass to Simons. Back to Porter for 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you guys.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Porter. The Knicks making their last shot. There's Simons with a 3. Smart grabs a miss. New York leading by 18. Here's Jenkins, and he drives in. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Jenkins has got 11 in the second half. Dallas has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. To the inside. Here's Jokic. He got a piece of it. Durant against Achua. Pass to Jenkins. Outside McDaniels. Here's Huff. The 3 is up. Unable to get that one. Inside. Jokic, good. Jokic has got 29.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Smart outside. To the middle. Tipped. Simons with a steal. Porter from outside. Tries again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Achua has a knack for understanding when to opportunistically look to score and draw these fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Huff. Klay Thompson comes in for Smart. And it's Alex Caruso in for Jenkins. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Salon, he's checked in for Jokic. Fontecchio comes in for Michael Porter. Johnson, he's checked in for Eason. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Simons. Good on the second one.
Yeah, guys, at 6'8", Precious Achiuwa hits the boards with ferocity and with abandon. He brings tremendous energy to whatever team he's playing for.
Now here's Durant. 16 points for him. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Again, the miss by Dallas. New York leading by 19. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Outside Johnson. Caruso against Brogdon. Achiuwa with a screen on Caruso. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You have to know how to screen and then when to release. Achiuwa, excellent execution.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. New York has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Pass to Durant. And the shot goes in. Durant's got 20 points.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
1:03 left in the third. Thompson with a steal. Now McDaniels. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. 16 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. And here's Brogdon. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Achiuwa can't hit. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for New York. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. McDaniels passes to Thompson. They get the rebound. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Outside Johnson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Clock at 4. Achiuwa with a screen on Caruso. And it's Achiuwa. That time on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight. Doesn't go that time. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. New York out in front, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Johnson is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Salon in at the 5 down low.
There's a competitive edge to Draymond Green's game that makes him willing to try to score it on the interior. That's pretty.
Johnson against Thompson. Over to the left wing. Pass to Brogdon. Fontecchio with a screen. Fires the 3. And Brogdon is good for 3.
Understand this. If Malcolm Brogdon is on the three-point line, you better get a hand up and contest. Nicely done.
The 3 from Thompson. Drops in the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Najee's checked in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Green. Now Caruso. Thompson outside. Caruso outside. Launches it. Here's Hartenstein. And finally, they hit one. Hartenstein's got 24 points.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against the Kings, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. To the inside, the 6-footer. Durant, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 22.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Pass to Porter, outside Johnson. Fontecchio with a screen. Brogdon from outside. Dallas no good that time either.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Alex Caruso, to me, one of those guys who's a plug and play no matter what system you put him in. Work ethic, IQ, unselfish defense, willing to mix it up and be competitive everywhere on the floor.
Huff's checked in for New York. And Dallas with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in. Now here's Brogdon. Out to the right wing. Jokic against Hartenstein. Now here's Jokic. Defense right on him. Soft touch off the glass. Jokic has got 31.
And this is how powerful Jokic is. Able to still score despite the contact.
New York working the ball around now. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside for Brogdon. Back to Porter. Jokic in the post. Guarded by Durant. Shot by Johnson, no good.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Green, the pass to Caruso. Now here's Durant. Hartenstein with a screen on Jokic. Durant with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Durant with the bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
And it's Brogdon with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Thompson comes in for Huff. Porter with the steal. Pass to Brogdon. Shoots over Caruso. Again, the miss by Dallas. For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Boy, you don't see it often, but Klay Thompson letting you know he can finish emphatically.
Brogdon feeling it out a bit. The Knicks pull it in.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Durant. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're going old school out there now. Working the mid-range part of the floor.
On the break. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Porter. Durant finds Thompson. Robinson, a screen on Johnson. It's Robinson, high post. Clock is at 3.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Fontecchio with the ball. Durant's there. Pass to Brogdon. And here's Jokic to stop the drought. Good work defensively by Robinson.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
They're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Simons is checked in for Fontecchio. Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Jokic. Robinson with a steal. Now Durant. Caruso outside. From the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. The Mavericks have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Brogdon, the pass to Porter. Now here's Jokic. Robinson defending. Here's Brogdon. 5 on the clock. Johnson finds Brogdon. Over Green. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Achua's checked in for Johnson. And Eason subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Caruso, the pass to Robinson. Thompson outside. Over Eason. Thompson's shot is off.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Pass to Durant. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
It's Eason with the jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Caruso finds Durant. Over Achua. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Pass to Jokic. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. The free throw drops for Jokic.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Caruso, the pass to Durant. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Pass to Simons. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Durant against Simons. Durant surveying the D. It's rebounded by Dallas. Achua's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
Outside Durant. Robinson, a screen on Achua. Back to Robinson. Outside, Green. And again, the Knicks missing. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Jokic. The shot that time not on target.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Robinson passes to Green. And here's Thompson for three. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And this team really wanted to at least split this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Isaiah Hartenstein.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
And here's Simons outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history.
Caruso against Simons. Step back shot, connects, the jumper drops.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
Outside Durant. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.